Rick 'em in the Rishpan, roo. It is Metagame Monday on Tuesday edition. I actually didn't get the chance to do this yesterday, and there were two decks I wanted to cover for you guys. These are both going to be OTS Championship decks. Now, for those of you that don't know what OTS Championships are, they're similar to the local Legend Duelist Series, or LLDS, or whatever the appropriate thing is. It's basically locals, certain locals around the US will hold an event, and then the winner of that event gets the OTS Champion playmat and gets their invite to participate in the North American WCQ. And then, much like its predecessor in Europe, it's pretty much the same way, but their tournament series goes up other levels and they can play for actual prize cards, unlike in America. So Dark Magician did end up topping a OTS Championship. I wanted to profile this because this list will kind of give you guys a little bit of leeway to work with if you're wanting to play Dark Magician in the TCG at this current point in time. Literally, our meta is so diverse before Spiral's release that you can literally play anything. We've seen Blue Eyes top a regional. We've seen Cubics top regional. I never thought I would see that. And the current best deck right now, Pendulum Magician, actually, the deck is very good, but the deck is very fragile, which is not something that we've really experienced in quite some time. Just a very overall staple metagame, and we even have crap like Masterpiece still running around. I will actually give the TCG some credit here. The TCG actually fundamentally did a very nice Forbidden Limited list for us, and without that, you wouldn't have Dark Magician topping. So, I'm not sure where we got the list. I'll leave the link down below to the original source for you guys so you can watch the video. Some people didn't believe that he actually won his OTS Championship with this, and yeah, it is what it is. Alright, so 2 Ash Blossom, 1 Kaiku, triple Magician of Dark Illusion, 1 Magician's Robe, triple Magician's Rod, 1 Max C, triple Dark Magician, triple Allure of Darkness, 1 Dark Magic Attack, 1 Dark Magic Inheritance, 1, 2, 3 Circles, 1 Illusion Magic, 1 Magical Dimension, 1 Raigeki, triple Secret Village, and 1 Soul Charge. The trap lineup here, we've got triple Eternal Soul, triple Navi, of course, 1 Skill Drain, triple Solemn Strike, and 1 Solemn Warning. The extra deck down here, triple Ebon High, 2 Ebon Illusion, 1 Gaia Dragon, 1 Draco Sec, 1 Big Eye, 1 Decode, triple Link, and 1 Proxy Dragon. Side deck, we have 1 Ash Blossom, 2 Denko Rekka, 2 Ghost Ogies, 2 Skullmeisters, triple Cosmic, 2 System Down, 1 Burial, 1 Eradicator, and 1 Heavy Duster Storm. So the first thing you're going to look at here is, why the hell was he playing Robe? He makes a comment in the video saying that he would take Robe out of the deck, and evidently Kaiku was a really bad choice. I believe he's talking about wanting to replace them with, you know, Ghost Ogres. But here's the thing though, this build's also not playing Apprentice Illusion Magician, which I kind of am surprised. Well, you probably didn't have them because they weren't out yet. But for your intents and purposes, you've got 2 cards that you can cut if you want to go down the path of putting in the Apprentice Illusion Magician girls when they come out. Next up, the extra deck down here. He commented and said that Ebon Illusion was the only card that he made in his extra deck. I'm actually kind of surprised with the extra deck room that we have. He could fit in Winter Cherries very easily. I'm actually surprised that he wasn't opting for them. What was it, 50% of his side deck? He only really mentioned he signed it into these and these. I believe this as well. But here's the thing though. If you've got all these particular dead cards that you're considering, why not consider Cherries? You've got plenty of extra deck space. It's pretty apparent that he was considering playing Scapegoat based on what he had thrown in his extra deck. There's no real reason that, hey, if you have the side dedication space, consider it. And especially going forward into Spiral format here. It's apparent that with the room that he's given, you know, you can take out Dragon Buster and other things. He also commented that he played Secret Village against Pendulum Magicians and then didn't realize that all the magicians are actually spellcasters, so you're 1 out against the other spellcaster deck. Actually, in fact, does not work. I shouldn't even have to say that. Outside of that, I believe there's nothing else he really commented on. Outside of the deck performed very well. He actually didn't draw his one of Skill Drain either, which was, I guess, pretty disappointing. But, I mean, when your whole deck is just based around Dark Magical Circle, removal, and punishing your opponent, and if you resolve a Magical Dimension, you can punish your opponent twice, once with Circle, once with this, which actually seems pretty goddamn good to me. I actually didn't realize that Dimension was actually good. Who knew? So that is the Dark Magician deck list. I'm sure you guys can tinker around with this, mess around with your own variants, but there's that. Next up, the other deck list that ended up topping was Invoked Kaiju. Now, you're probably going to be like, oh man, like, not this again. Why do we care? I'm pulling up the message really quick. There was a few things that he wanted me to mention. Alright, we'll go through the deck profile, and then we'll pull this up. So, Triple Alistar. This was by, I believe that this was from, yes, Michael Hachey, H-A-C-H-E-Y. God, I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Alright, so, Triple Alistar, 2 Ash Blossom, 2 Gofu, 1 Doggeron, 1 Godarla, 1 Gamma Seal, triple Ghost Ogi, 1 Maxi, triple Gamma, 1 Spell Magician of Prophecy, 1 Thunder King the Good Kaiju, 1 Driver, 1 Emergency Teleport, 1 Slumber, 2 Invocation, 1 Waterfront, triple Meltdown, 2 Scapegoats, triple Set Rotation, triple Spellbook of Knowledge, ooh, server's gonna reboot, triple Spellbook of Knowledge, 2 Secrets, triple Terraforming, 1 Spellbook Grand Tower, and 2 Solemn Strike. Extra deck down here, we've got Caligula, Cocytus, Elysium, Malangelica, Double Macabre, 1 Purgatrio, 1 Ragin, Black Rose, Omega, 2 Ib, 2 Link Spider, 2 Proxy. I'm actually very surprised that he didn't actually have another monster to go into, because typically when you see this, you will think Ningirsu, you know, be able to punish the opponent, but he didn't opt for any of that. 1 Zephyraxion in the side, 2 Zaphion, 1 Oracle of Zephyra, 1 Raigeki, triple System Down, 2 Heavy Storm Duster, 2 Max Everstrict, 1 Solemn Warning, and 2 Unending Nightmare. Alright, so this guy actually really cares about this deck doing so well. Okay, he went 5-2. Oh, hold on, score 5 wins against 2 ABC Paleozoic Shiranui Zombie and 1 Pendulum Magician. He drew another one. In top 8, he beat Spirals, ABC, and Pendulum Magician. Let's see here. The fact that he used all of his hand traps and conduction to basically punish the opponent and not allow the opponent to play the game was pretty good. I drew Spellbook of Knowledge and too many Terraformings to prevent clogging and roll through the deck faster. It's also nice in very grindy games. Alright, so I don't think there's anything else to really point out here. But yeah, my own concern I had was the deck is going against the budget players whom do not have Ash Blossom, so better I did a tournament, the stronger the deck got technically. Okay, that's true. If you're entering into a, say, locals that is majoritively budget players, and as you're weeding through the competition, it's actually a pretty good point. One of the things I do want to point out here, if the resolution of Waterfront actually goes off after you've resolved this, and you can start loading up Kaijus with Gamma Seal protection, you're not going to have a good time. My one thing that I would want to change here, I definitely would want to see Ningirsu. I don't know why he wasn't considering Ningirsu for your general punishment plays, because it's not like you can't get into the thing. Or possibly a Feral Load post-release of Circuit Break. Definitely something to note. Outside of that, I believe the main deck looks very beautiful for what it needs to be. Alright, that looks disgusting. We're going to get a draw off. We're going to have the Gamma for protection. Sir, wow. This deck actually does not look absolutely horrible in the random hands I've seen so far. I mean, we cry every time when we draw Driver, but it's about just like drawing Garnet. If you resolve Alistar search, if your opponent attempts to do something, I'd probably start with Meltdown. If your opponent tries to Ash it, then just Gamma their life away, and then you'll end on an Omega. It's very interesting because the pure existence of Gamma, if your opponent tries to do something to you on, you know, your turn, you'll get to make an Omega, which is absolutely disgusting. I don't think a lot of people put stock in the fact that just main decking Gamma gets you a free out into another card. So not only do you get to negate one, you get to deck then one, which doesn't really matter, but then you can punish your opponent with another card, which in the early days of when Cyframes were coming out, I don't think people would have really even thought to go about it that way. It's an engine that's more rewarding, but you got to play a Garnet style card, and I know the TCG, we don't necessarily like Garnets, so there's that. Outside of that, congratulations to both of these duelists. They both performed very exceedingly well in their OTS Championships, and kudos to both of you for doing so well. So guys, leave a comment down below. Hope you guys enjoyed these deck profile arenas, and I'm out, guys. Deuces. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel, and join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.